Today, we're seeing why Bitcoin dropped 30K, then exploded. Will it go back down? And we're also taking a look at some of the experts' opinions. But before we get into the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss any of the new videos we post. Despite many factors that would normally make investors nervous, such as US-China tensions, Brexit, and of course the international pandemic, Bitcoin experienced a remarkable rise in 2020. Bitcoin went up to just under $30,000 by the end of the year, from a year low on the daily charts of 4,748, or 3,490 pounds, in the middle of March as pandemic fears took hold. Since then, it has risen to all-time highs of more than $38,000, dominating headlines and driving up the prices of other cryptocurrencies at the same time. So, what is causing this massive price increase? One reason for the massive price increase is a large influx of investors from large-scale institutions, such as pension funds, university endowment funds, and investment trusts. This was not the case during the previous bull market in 2017, when the Bitcoin price nearly doubled to nearly $20,000 before plummeting to the low 3,000s a year later. The 2017 bull market demonstrated all of the classic signs of an iconic financial bubble, with investors buying with fear of missing out, or FOMO, the transition to the mainstream. This time, big names like billionaire investor Paul Tudor Jones and insurance giant MassMutual have invested heavily, and even former skeptics like JP Morgan now believe Bitcoin has a promising future. All of this contributes to greater trust in cryptocurrency and indicates that it's becoming more mainstream. The inflation. Aside from all of this mainstream enthusiasm, the carnage caused by COVID-19 has resulted in massive economic stimulus from governments all over the world, as well as central banks printing more money. This could lead to higher inflation, lowering people's purchasing power. Bitcoin bounces back after falling below $30,000. Bitcoin is fighting back after a recent drop that sparked fears of a massive liquidation after the world's largest token fell below $30,000. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, tweets and Bitcoin rises once more. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla Incorporated, has tweeted that the electrical car maker will resume accepting Bitcoin transactions once miners who verify transactions use more renewable energy. Musk's post was in response to a report in Cointelegraph that quoted Magda Wierzejka, executive chair of South African asset manager Signia, as saying Musk's recent Bitcoin tweets should have prompted an investigation by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. Musk also stated that Tesla sold about 10% of its holdings to demonstrate that Bitcoin could easily be liquidated without disrupting the market. Bitcoin dropped by more than 10% after Musk's tweet. Musk has been ping-ponging Bitcoin and other digital tokens in recent months. Tesla announced in February that it had purchased $1.5 billion in Bitcoin and indicated its intention to begin accepting Bitcoin as payment for vehicles. Musk tweeted in March, "You can now buy a Tesla with Bitcoin," only to announce in May that the practice had been stopped due to concerns about the use of fossil fuels in Bitcoin mining and transactions. Guess what? Bitcoin dropped by more than 10% as a result of that tweet. As Wierzejka's reported comments indicated, the U-turn has been controversial, in part because Tesla and Musk's moves have had a noticeable effect on Bitcoin's price. Bitcoin gains ground on the day after briefly falling below $30,000. As previously said, Bitcoin has been struggling to reclaim its previous peaks. It fell precipitously in May as a result of Elon Musk's market-moving tweets about Bitcoin-related environmental concerns, and then even more precipitously in early June as a result of concerns about the cryptocurrency's use in the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack. Since then, it's been on a roller coaster ride, battered by plenty of headlines from China, where regulators have imposed new restrictions on energy-intensive mining and ordered financial institutions like Alipay to stop doing business with cryptocurrency companies. Concerns about rules and regulations. The rise of Dogecoin, which began as a joke before gaining wider popularity with Musk's help, may have harmed the crypto market's overall credibility. Some of the moves in the smaller, less developed coins suggest that the crypto bull market was driven by a rise in speculative day trading in stocks rather than increased institutional interest. Bitcoin's price continues to fall. According to experts, here's what it means for investors. Let's start by saying that Bitcoin is highly unstable, so these ups and downs are to be expected. Swings like this are to be expected for those who invest in cryptocurrency for the long term, using a buy and hold strategy. According to Humphrey Yang, the personal finance expert behind Humphrey Talks, who avoids checking in his own investments during turbulent economic dips, the recent dips are nothing to be concerned about. I've been through the 2017 cycle too, Yang says, referring to the 2017 crypto crash, in which many major cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, lost significant value. I understand that these things are extremely volatile and that they can fall by as much as 80% in a single day. Experts advise keeping your cryptocurrency investments to less than 5% of your overall portfolio. If you've done that, don't worry about the swings. They will continue, according to Bill Noble, Chief Technical Analyst at Token Metrics, a cryptocurrency analytics platform. It's something you must accept. Yang recommends using the same strategy that works for all long-term investments. Set it and forget it. As long as your crypto investments don't interfere with your other financial goals and you've only put in what you're ultimately willing to lose, if this type of extreme drop bothers you, you may be putting too much faith in your cryptocurrency investments. You should only invest what you're willing to lose. Even if the drop has caused you to reconsider your crypto allocations, the same advice applies. Don't act rashly or change your strategy too quickly. What caused the most recent Bitcoin drop? Many investors consider Bitcoin's price swings to be normal, but volatility is difficult for individual investors to deal with, Noble says. He, like Yang, warns against selling too quickly. While fluctuations are to be expected, experts believe this swing is out of the ordinary. They thought the market was maturing and that these incidents would become less frequent and severe. This particular drop was caused by a combination of factors, including excitement about low-quality coins, negative remarks from Elon Musk, and China's latest crackdown on crypto services. This sell-off became all the more violent as a result of the outpouring of support. Is a Bitcoin crash on the way? Plenty of other negative stories and threats of additional regulation have pushed Bitcoin's price down. Pay attention, as the following are the primary reasons. Elon Musk announced in May that Tesla would no longer accept cryptocurrency payments due to the environmental concerns. The Chinese government will impose sanctions on Bitcoin trading and mining in June of 2021. Payments to cryptocurrency exchanges are being blocked by UK banks. In June, Donald Trump called Bitcoin a scam that was competing with the dollar to be the world's currency. Agents from the FBI seized millions of dollars in Bitcoin from criminals. However, there have been more positive stories that have pushed the price higher in 2021, such as Tesla purchased $1.5 billion in Bitcoin in February. Morgan Stanley is the first major US bank to provide wealthy clients with access to Bitcoin funds. Elon Musk has stated that Tesla will most likely resume accepting Bitcoin payments once more than 50% of its energy consumption is derived from renewable sources. Has the Bitcoin bubble burst? When the price of a stock rises rapidly, a crash is more than likely. Or, at the very least, a correction in which the price returns to a more normal level. That is the current state of Bitcoin, although no one can truly define what constitutes a normal level of Bitcoin. What price did Bitcoin drop to? The price of Bitcoin fell to around 21,719 pounds at around 10:45 a.m. on July 20th, roughly half of its record high of 47,240 pounds on April 14th, 2021. The price dropped significantly and was level with mid-January 2021 before the cryptocurrency enjoyed a fruitful 3 months in which its value increased significantly. As we get to this conclusion before, the news that Tesla had purchased $1.5 billion in Bitcoin shares boosted its valuation, sending the market price of both the cryptocurrency and Tesla rising. However, Tesla's decision to reverse its policy of accepting Bitcoin as payment for its products triggered a 21.43% drop in crypto and other digital currencies. Will Bitcoin rise once more? It's the question on everyone's mind right now. It's impossible to say. There are a number of concerns for those who have invested in cryptocurrencies, including the crackdown in China, Turkey, and Denmark, the calls for greater regulation around the world, the concerns expressed by central banks and regulators, the environmental concerns concerns. And last but not least, the price is based solely on speculation. Further regulation is viewed as a threat to cryptocurrency's decentralization, which has an impact on price. Will the Bitcoin recover? And when will it do so? It's the concern on everyone's brain right now. Will the cryptocurrency market recover? When will it do so? And is now a good time to stick or twist? There are various points of view and answers to those questions. So do what is best for you and your specific circumstance. What are your thoughts on this? And with that, we wrap up the video. Thanks for watching.